All right, everybody.
Welcome back. I'm really excited about this deep dive today. You know how I'm always trying to optimize, well, everything.
Always looking for an edge.
Right, exactly. So we're going to be looking at this research about magnesium, creatine, and protein.
3 popular supplements, lots to talk about there.
Yeah, I've been trying to sort through it all, and I'm especially interested in the benefits. You know, what they can actually do for you, how to use them, and got to watch out for those downsides, right?
Absolutely, safety first.
For sure. And I have to admit, I always thought protein was just for like hardcore gym rats.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
But apparently it's so much more than that. All right, well, I'm glad you're here to help break it all down. So where should we start? Magnesium. S1, Media Group. Close-up of magnesium supplements. Person holding a bottle of magnesium pills at stock, at distribute _ equally. Definitely.
Let's do it.
Okay, so magnesium. This research says it's good for like everything, muscle function, energy, even bone health, and sleep. I mean, come on, is this stuff magic?
Well, it's not magic, but it is involved in over 300 biochemical processes in the body, so it's pretty important.
Okay, wow, 300. No wonder it has so many benefits. I read about different types of magnesium. Does it matter which one you take?
It can. Different forms of magnesium are absorbed differently, like magnesium glycinate, for example.
Okay, magnesium glycinate, what's special about that one?
Well, it's often recommended for sleep because it's absorbed really well and can actually cross the blood-brain barrier.
Oh, interesting. So you know what you need and then you pick the right kind of magnesium.
Exactly, personalized approach.
I like it. So, you know, I mentioned I'm always trying to optimize. I'm looking for better sleep, less stress. Could magnesium help with that?
It might.
You mentioned in your research that you're dealing with some stress and sleep issues. Magnesium plays a role in regulating neurotransmitters and can have a calming effect. Yeah, interesting. What about migraines? It said something about magnesium and migraines. I get those sometimes and I'm pretty scared.
Yeah, I get it, but there's actually a lot of research on magnesium for migraines.
Right?
Yeah, it seems like magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters, things like glutamate that can be overactive in people who get migraines. It might also help reduce inflammation, which is another factor in migraine pain.
So it's not just an old wives' tale, like rub some magnesium oil on your temples.
Nope, there's real science behind it.
That's pretty cool. Anything else I should know about magnesium?
Well, with any supplement, it's important to be aware of potential side effects.
Right.
With magnesium, the most common ones are digestive issues like nausea or diarrhea, especially if you take too much.
Good point. You always got to start slow and see how your body reacts.
Absolutely.
All right, next up, creatine. I had to admit, I used to think this was like purely for bodybuilders, you know, trying to get those huge muscles.
That's a common misconception. Creatine definitely helps with strength and muscle growth, but there's more to it.
Like what?
Well, research is showing some pretty cool cognitive benefits too.
Really? Brain stuff?
Yeah, some studies show it can actually improve short-term memory and even reasoning abilities.
Wow, that's amazing. How did that even work?
Well, it's thought that creatine provides the brain with more energy, so it's kind of like brain fuel.
Yeah, interesting. And I read a little bit about creatine and depression. Is there anything to that?
It's definitely an area that needs more research, but there are some promising studies out there.
What are they saying?
It seems like it might have antidepressant effects. It could be that it influences levels of dopamine and serotonin in the brain.
So, mood regulation.
Potentially.
All right, so we've got the brain boost. But let's go back to the athletic side for a second. You mentioned strength training. How exactly does creatine help with that?
You can think of creatine like an extra battery pack for your muscles.
Okay, I like that.
It allows them to store more ATP, which is the primary fuel for those short bursts of power you need when you're lifting weights or sprinting, so you can push harder and recover faster.
Exactly. And are there any downsides to creatine?
Well, some people might get a little bloated or retain some water, but it's usually not a big deal and it goes away.
Yeah.
And as always, it's important to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you have any health conditions.
Right? Always good advice. All right, on to the last one. Protein.
Let's talk about it.
So I've read that protein can help with more than just building muscle, which by the way, I was surprised by.
Yeah, protein is crucial for a lot of things. You mentioned in your research that you're looking to optimize recovery from your workouts.
Yeah, I'm always trying to find ways to bounce back quicker.
Well, protein is a key part of that. It helps repair your muscle tissue after you exercise.
That makes sense. But it's not just about building bigger muscles, right?
Nope.
So what about these immune-boosting components I keep hearing about? What are those exactly?
So, protein is made up of amino acids. You've probably heard of those.
Yeah, I think so.
Some of them, like glutamine and arginine, they've been shown to actually help your immune system. Yeah, they can help with the production of antibodies and white blood cells, the stuff you need to fight off infections.
So protein isn't just about muscles, it's about overall health too.
Exactly.
It seems like protein supplements have a lot of uses like muscle building, dietary support, even meal replacement.
And keep in mind, there are different types of protein supplements. Whey protein isolate, for instance, is a good choice for after workout because it's absorbed so quickly. You got it.
But maybe not the best if you're trying to replace a whole meal.
Right? It might not keep you feeling full for that long.
So there's a lot to think about.
Definitely.
So just to recap, it seems like magnesium might be good for relaxation, sleep, and maybe even those migraines I get. But I have to watch out for any digestive issues.
Yeah, creatine gives you that extra energy for workouts and maybe even for your brain.
Just gotta be mindful of bloating.
Makes sense. And protein, well, it's more than just for building muscles. It's crucial for recovery, and it might even give your immune system a boost. Great summary. You've really done your homework on this.
Well, I had some great help. But this whole deep dive has gotten me thinking. If magnesium can help with sleep and migraines, what other everyday problems could it help with? I guess it's something to think about. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And remember, there's always more to learn.
Absolutely. Keep exploring.